Good morning, everybody. This is Lindy. The first thing I have to do before I forget is to apologize to you for the last video. The last video I did vertical and not horizontal. I'm always supposed to do my videos horizontal. So I dropped like 5 viewers from that one. And I think because, I did it wrong. Anyway, so let's talk about van life and the things I dislike about it. I had to write them down. I didn't realize I had even 5 things. I thought, oh no, I'm just so happy. No. There are things I don't like. The first one is making my bed. I have a tiny bed. I just counted my blankets. I have 11 blankets, okay? But now they're not all on the bed. There's only 5 or 6 on the bed. The rest I use to hang up or hide things or whatever. So, I cook from my bed. I sit on my bed to do a lot of things. Some of my videos, it's always a mess. I make it, and within an hour, it's a mess. It's a mess. Now, June, I've been in my van for 2 years. And I've been fighting this blanket scenario, this bed scenario, for forever. When you go at night and you have 5 or 6 blankets on you, half of them are on the floor when I wake up. And I'm up 2 or 3 times all night long, getting back in bed. Anyway, so I've resolved this scenario. I now just fold my blankets and put them on top of the bed, on the end, and I sit on my sheet. Now I'm not getting aggravated where the blankets, every time I get up, the blankets fall or they move or my bed looks like crazy bad. So I've resolved that. The other thing is cleaning the van. It's number 2. Number 2 should be number 1 or plus number 1. Anyway, I've tried to clean this van. I went to one of those self-clean because you can't go through the regular ones. I always took my car through a regular wash and I would wax it like once a year. It would take me forever. But the van is a whole different ballgame. It's huge. I can't even wash the windows. When I can't reach them, I'm so short. The main window here, the dashboard window. Anyway, I can't reach it to clean it. With those things, maybe halfway. Anyway, so it's always dirty. I try. So I did go to one of those self-wash places, where the hose is up, but it's got this arm on it. And the one and only time I've ever washed this van. This van has only been washed once in its life. So I was determined I was never doing it again. That arm got stuck on something on my solar. And I was fighting that arm and fighting that hose. It was just horrendous. This man finally felt sorry for me and came over and helped me. It was just horrible. It was a horrible experience. I know, washing a van shouldn't be a horrible experience. And it was. It was hilarious. Someone should have filmed it. Me and that hose. Because I'm not that strong and I'm very short. And anyway, it wasn't that clean when I got done. So, I determined that for safety's sake, I'm leaving the van dirty. Maybe people won't break into it if it's too dirty. And then I pray for rain. So, no. I've had the van 2.5 years. I've washed it once. I'd love to wax it, but that's not happening. I would need ladders all around this van. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, so that's another thing. That's number 2 that I dislike in my van. Well, the high step. The high step 3 years ago wasn't as high as it is now. It seems to get higher. So stepping in, I have to hold on to everything, drag myself in. This is just to drive the vehicle. Oh, and the vehicle's so big to drive. This is not a little van. This is a big van. Anyway, so the step up. Yeah, it's pretty tough. It's getting tougher every day. It depends on the day. Anyway, that's the other thing I just like about van life. Is that part of van life? I think it is. In and out, in and out. You're getting your exercise. You're getting your exercise. So you don't have to worry about that. The other thing is doing laundry. Now, I have a good laundromat, but boy, they're crowded. Dragging my laundry in. I have enough clothes for like a month. But I do my laundry every 2 to 3 weeks. But doing laundry. And where are you going to keep it? Now, I have these duffel bags, like you had them in the military, but mine are this shiny fabric anyway. So it keeps the smell of the dirty clothes in. So I have 2 of those, and I put my dirty clothes in the duffel bags. But that's something I don't really care for at all. Is doing the laundry. You notice these are normal things in a household. Never cared for it in the house either. And the last thing, the 5th thing here, I think that's 5, right? I think so. Anyway, the 5th thing is, whenever you want to do anything, like you want to remodel, okay? Right now I'm facing a huge project. Well, 2. I want to build a box to put my window air conditioner in the back. And it's got to be done this month. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know. But the second thing is I put in firewall insulation. Firewall insulation, the reflectors are on the wrong side. So all the heat's reflected back in. Or the cold. No, not the cold. The heat, it helps keep the heat in when it's cold, but it brings all the heat in. Anyway, the insulation is all wrong, and I have to rip it all out. Well, to do anything in this van, to move anything in this van, or to remodel or to change things, you have no room to do it. You have to take everything out of the van, and oh my goodness, it is a huge project. And I have to rip all my insulation out and put the new insulation in. Just putting this insulation in took me like 3 weeks. I can't imagine, and I'm going to have to do it in one weekend. I'm going to have to. So I'm looking at major projects. So these are things that you have to think about and we're going to talk about minimalist. Van people are not minimalist. I just can't believe it. I'm looking at some of these vans. Have you seen how much is in these vans? Anyway, that's another whole conversation. But no, I don't think we're minimalist at all. We carry our lives with us. Some of us have storage. My son's garage. Anyway, I just thought I'd talk about this. I want to do a shout out. And where is it? Oh, for goodness sakes. I have a list of all my members. Oh, that's not right. I have a list of all my members. See, I lose list. But I know I do. Aha! I want to do a shout out to my members. Thank you so much for joining. Martha Broadus, True Member 2022, Barbara, Redheaded Riding Hood, Gabriella Helmborn, Abe, and I'm going to spell this one, Vuloira, and Crystal and La Gringa. Thank you so much for joining and being a member, and I appreciate it. And I guess, guys, this is just, one video that needs to be ended. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. I'm going to say camo again because it's driving me crazy that I don't say camo.